We are live in Washington, D.C. at the GBA conference. It's the future of money, government money, and the law. It's been a wonderful day. We're going to get ready for the gala this evening. Should be a great event. And I found here a wonderful attendee. Thanks for coming on the show. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what brought you here?
Well, sure. So my name is Gabriella Kusz, and I'm a co-founder, and I sit on the board of directors of the Global Digital Asset and Cryptocurrency Association.
Wow, that's awesome. So tell me about this agency.
Sure. Well, first of all, we're not exactly an agency.
Okay.
We're a self-regulatory association. And our goal is really to bring together different thought leaders and industry representatives to try and come together and create, in the first instance, standards that can help guide and protect and steward the development of the industry, to work to advance education and understanding, because there's a lot of misunderstandings or perhaps myths that are circulating about blockchain and digital assets. And so, having a chance to kind of set things straight, give a clear and easy view of what it is that we're doing is important. And then lastly, we work along the lines of advocacy. So advocating for the industry, both here in the United States, but also around the world.
Very nice. Gabrielle, when did you get involved with these companies that are working with blockchain and cryptocurrencies?
Sure. Well, my background is a little bit different or, non-traditional to others who might be in the digital asset space. So I worked heavily on international financial sector and economic development. I've worked in 50 different countries and helped to build legal and regulatory frameworks, helped to develop and guide the self-regulatory organizations in a given country, and worked to help build oversight systems. And so, I took all of that information and experience. And about 2 years ago, I was approached by a group of about 100 different industry representatives who were really interested in helping to reduce some of the complexity and ambiguity and really cost and inefficiency also associated with running their businesses. And so from their standpoint, they wanted to have, a focus on balanced regulation. And so we helped to shepherd that group of 100 into a high-level working group of 40. And so really it mimics many ways that peer-to-peer interconnectedness, the grassroots efforts that we're trying to drive as an industry, just replicating it at an association level. And so today we have 60 different members. These represent everything from individual entrepreneurs to small and medium businesses, and then also to larger, more established firms in the industry. And together, we really are working to hopefully lay a strong foundation or a runway that this industry can really take off and give job, economic growth, and broader prosperity for people here in the U.S. and around the world.
Wow, well, that's very nice and very ambitious. I really love this work that you're doing. So are you local here in DC?
No, I'm actually based in Chicago, but ping pong around the U.S. And so it's great to be back here and to have a chance to get to meet more of the different members of the Government Blockchain Association. And we at the Global DCA, we see our engagement with the Government Blockchain Association as an important part of our commitment to advancing the public interest and ensuring that there's a solid foundation of education and understanding, both in the public as well as in the private sector.
So are there any plans that are going to be rolled out this year for 2022?
Sure. So that's a great question. We have a number of conferences that we're looking forward to launching. Please feel free to visit our website,
Please share
global-dca.org. And so conferences, a lot of work this year, I think, will be dedicated to policy responses. So from our standpoint, making sure that the voice of industry is heard not only at a high level, but also helping to provide very specific inputs into policy decision making. And I hope that that will help to foster a broader sense of understanding, and hopefully for all the viewers out there, help them, to build, develop, and grow and continue to advance the digital asset and digital economy.
Very nice. It sounds like you have your hands full. This is a lot of work, and it takes a lot of intelligence to pull these things off. How does your day-to-day look like?
Sure. So it depends. I think there's always a number of different areas to focus on, but it usually is, trying to fit in both engagement with the different communities, working to build and grow members, and then also helping to serve both, those three key areas that we focused on. So standard setting to focusing on education and also on advocacy, and then also just trying to be a resource to our members. So if there is a particular need that they have with regards to networking or business partnerships. This is something that I think is inherent in helping to generate a very dynamic and growing membership base. So,
Are you a member of the GBA?
I am, yes.
Ah, very nice. So what are you looking forward to tonight? Did you speak on the stage?
I did today. I
Uh-huh.
spoke about cross border and jurisdictional issues.
Oh,
So,
wow.
it's a very heavy subject, but an
Definitely.
exciting one.
Uh-huh.
And I think everybody who is a business owner in the digital asset space can very strongly understand and align with the importance of trying to iron some of that out, enhance a high degree of harmonization, and ensure that they're able to undertake business operations across borders because
Hmm.
inherently this asset class transcends cross border very easily.
Yes, absolutely. So do you feel a lot of support from the women in blockchain groups? And there seems to always be a little push here, I imagine. How's that for you?
Yeah, so I think, there's so many exciting and different groups that exist.
Hmm.
From my standpoint, I think, it's important to identify affiliations and memberships that not only grow your business, but grow you as a person. And so I think there's been, a few different crypto chicks, crypto queens, women in blockchain talks. These are
Hmm.
some excellent resources. The Bigger Pie, if anyone's looking for suggestions or direction, all of these, Sheconomy is another, some really excellent resources out there for women who are interested in blockchain, who would like to learn and educate themselves more. And I would strongly encourage, that's just a small, view as to like all the different groups that are available. But yeah, get involved.
Absolutely. That's great. I was really curious. Did you attend university and where?
Sure. So I attended university at the University of Dayton in Ohio. And then I did my master's in international policy and development at Georgetown University.
Ah, there you go. Very nice.
It's a DC connection.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna go continue with our conference networking. It's gonna be a beautiful evening at the gala. Gabby, thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming on
Thank you
and
for having
sharing
me.
your story. We'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.